Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to start our on-bill first chapter, that is Portrait of a Lady, written by Kushwant Singh. And this is a real life story with the Kushwant Singh and her grandmother. They have shared Kushwant Singh and the relationship between her grandmother. Now students, I have divided this chapter in a three phase. Okay, so I think you will understand the chapter very well. So first we are going to I'm going to introduce the main character of our story, that is a grandmother, and how grandmother look like. The question will be asked you in the exam ke character sketch of grandmother, how the grandmother is, what she does every day, her daily routine. So this will help you to understand the grandmother very well. Okay, the grandmother, she is very religious minded. Every whole day she uh, pray with a rosary, and every day she prays to God. She has a pure soul. Okay, she is physically she is old and little bit short, wrinkled face and little bit fat, silver white hair and slightly bent, like a proper old lady. But that is the scenario of now this time. But in her young age, she was very beautiful, very good looking, and no one tells that at present how she looks is totally different from the past. Okay, so she here is the grandmother's little bit of sketch I have tried to give you. She is very religious minded. Okay, she every day prays a lot. She does prayer every time. She has a good soul and she prays every day. She took the Kushwant Singh to the school when they were very small. Okay, and these all are the thing about grandmother. Students, now I am going to explain you about the three phases of Kushwant Singh's life with her grandmother. Okay student, now the phase one, that is the childhood phase of narrator, that is Kushwant Singh. That relation between both of them means grandmother and Kushwant Singh, that childhood and made. Uh, Now I am going to explain. Kushwant Singh and his grandmother were good friends. His parents went to city. They left him with her in the village. She took good care of him. She used to wake him up in the morning. She got him ready for the school. She said her morning prayer in singing song manner. She hoped that he would learn it by heart. I liked her voice, and Kushwant Singh was said that I like her voice, but I never bothered to learn it. Then she would fetch his wooden slate. She had already washed it and placed it in yellow chalk with yellow chalk. She would take an earthen ink pot and a reed pen. She would tie them in a bundle and hand it to him. She would give him a thick chapatis with little butter and sugar spread on it. It was his breakfast. She carried several stale chapatis with her for the village dogs. Her grandmother always went to school with him. The school was attached to the temple. The priest taught children the alphabet and the morning prayer. The children sat in two rows in the veranda. They would sing the alphabet or the prayers in the chorus. The grandmother sit inside the temple. She would read holy books. Okay, then they would walk home back The village dogs were gathered at the temple door. They throw chapatis to them. The dogs would fight with to catch other. Okay, this was the uh, childhood. They spend time with the grandma every day. She drop her to school. They feed street dogs and they spend time together with stories, and she reads sculpture books, and they were very happy with each other. But as you know, time passes. Now now moving ahead to the story. Okay, now moving ahead, students. Now second phase is turning point of their life. In that, the narrator's parents, means the Kushwant Singh's parents, sent him to the city. Now they have taken back to Kushwant Singh and the grandmother to city. The narrator's parents sent for them in the city. It was a turning point in their friendship. Their friendship means with their grandmother and the narrator. They shared the same room, but grandmother no longer went to school with him. Because why? Because the school bus, the grandmother, the narrator used to go to an English school in a motor bus. There were no dogs in the street, so grandmother took to feed the sparrows. Okay. Now no need for grandmother to drop him to the school, but because now the child is going to a big school, so school bus, motor bus coming to pick them. Now no street dogs. They don't able to feed the dogs. But as grandmother souls was so pure and religious minded, so she has taken that in a good way, and she started feeding sparrows. Okay. Year rolled by. They saw less of each other. Now they saw less. They as they share room together, but they talk so less. Sometimes she would ask him about the teacher had taught him, what teacher had taught him. She did not believe in the things they taught at the English school. She was unhappy. She did not like English or science. She felt and said that there was no teaching about God and the sculptures of at school. The narrator only one day told her that they were being given music lesson. She was disturbed, and she doesn't like that the way in the city the child was learned. Okay, she was very much disturbed. She thought music quite indecent, as she was thinking that the music is not for a good children and a good family background. Okay, that is for a lower people or a beggar. For her, it was good only for prostitute and beggars. It was not meant for a gentle folks. Okay, means good going families doesn't need to learn in music. Okay, she only likes the holy stories and sculptures of sculpture studies and everything. Okay, now in this second phase, turning point of their life has changed both of their life differently, because the child who is now going to big school, so her studies and everything was different from the village studies. Okay, so grandmother, as they were sharing the room together, but their conversation between them were too less. Okay, now moving ahead, students, hope you understood the story chapter till here. Now the next phase is the university time. Now the narrator went to university. He was given a room of his own. Now they have separated their rooms from each other because the narrator was too big. Kushwant Singh was now a big boy and he started going to the university. So he needs much more space. Okay, so he has given a room of his own. The common link of friendship was broken. Means how? The common link of friendship was because they shared same room, so that they were talking a little bit, but that was also broken with the grandmother. The grandmother accepted her loneliness quietly. Now she understood that, okay, I am alone in the house. Okay, no one is there for me. So she accepted her loneliness. Okay, she was always busy with her spinning wheel and reciting prayer. She rarely talks to anyone. Now she stopped talking to anyone. She rarely talks to anyone. In the afternoon, she relaxed for a while. Then she would feed the sparrow. She sat in the veranda. She broke the bread into little bits. Then she would throw them to sparrow. Hundreds of sparrows. How many sparrows, students? Hundred of sparrows came there. They created a hell of noise. Some came and sit on her leg. Other would sit on her shoulder. Some would sit even on her head also. She smiled but never frightened them away. Feeding the sparrow was the happiest half hour of the day for her. She likes to feed the sparrow too much, and this was the period from the whole day she likes very much. That half an hour spending feeding sparrow time is the happiest time for the grandmother. Okay, the narrator, now what happened? The narrator has decided to go abroad for higher studies. Now time passes, so every human being has some goals in their life. So as Khushwant Singh also has some higher goal, bigger goal in the life, so he has decided when he passed with the university, and he decided to go study abroad. Okay, the narrator decided to go from higher study. For higher study, he was to remain away for 5 years. The grandmother was very old. Now grandmother was become too old. She could die any moment, and the author was afraid. Okay, now my grandmother was becoming too old, and the life was uncertain for him. The narrator was worried about, but the grandmother was not upset. See, now Khushwant Singh, the narrator, was worried about the grandmother, but grandmother was not upset with the news that the Khushwant Singh was going to higher studies. She showed no emotions. She came to the railway station to see him off. Her lips moved in prayer. Her mind was lost in prayer. Her fingers were busy telling the beads of her rosary. She kissed his forehead silently. The narrator thought that it was the last sign of physical contact between them. As her grandmother was so old, becoming so old, so the Khushwant Singh was afraid that maybe we are meeting for the last time, and that's why he was very much upset. Moving ahead with this chapter, students. The narrator returned home after 5 years. That means her higher education was also he has completed, and he came back home. His grandmother met him at the station. Means her grandmother was still alive and waiting for him to come, and she went to the railway station to pick. Okay, she did not look a day older. Means as she was not a little bit changed. The author or Khushwant Singh has not seen a little bit change on her grandmother. Okay, she was same as before. She did not speak anything. She had him in her arm. She went on reciting her prayer. In the afternoon, she fed the sparrow as usual. In the evening, a change came over her. She did not pray. She collected the women of the neighborhood. She got an old drums. She continues thrumbling the old drums from several hours. She started singing. She sang of the homecoming of warrior. She was very happy and she collected the neighbor women and they did lot of drumming and she sang lots of songs for her to welcoming the warrior. Means that Khushwant Singh came after 5 years of long studies. Okay, they had to pursue her to stop. Means they have to tell them to stop. She might overstrain herself. Or it was for the first time that she had forgotten to pray. Next morning she fell ill. She had a mild fever. She took them that her end was near. She realized that she had forgotten to pray. She did not want to talk. It would be waste of time. She ignored their request. She lay peacefully in the bed. She was praying and telling beads. Then her lips stopped moving. The rosary fell down from her lifeless fingers. Her face looked pale but peaceful. She was dead. She was laid on the ground. She was covered with a red shawl. Arrangement for the funeral were being made. Okay, now the grandmother was no more with them. Okay, now then with what happened in the evening, the sun was setting. They brought a wooden stretcher. They stopped half away in the courtyard. Thousands of sparrows sat near her dead body. They did not creep. Everyone felt sorry for the bird. The narrator mother brought some bread. She broken into a little crumbs. She threw these crumbs to the sparrow. The birds took no notice of them. Then they carried her dead body outside. Then they carried her dead body outside. The sparrow flew away quietly. The crumbs of bread still remained lying there in the courtyard. Eventually, the sparrow had come to mourn the death of the grandmother. Okay, means what happened? Now, sparrow that only happy, the things which the grandmother felt happy was they feed to sparrows, and when she dies, see thousands of sparrow came on her funeral and not a single voice they did. And every day when they comes, they make hell of noise. But on that day, even the Khushwant Singh mother has given breadcrumbs to them, but they have not eaten that too, and they have not made a single noise, and they flew away. That is the attachment, students. Okay, with this we completed our first chapter for the from the textbook, that is Portrait of a Lady written by Khushwant Singh. I think I like the chapter too much, and I hope you also like the chapter. Start doing the question answers and everything, because tomorrow, students, you have the unit test. Don't worry, not at all. Try to give the unit test, okay, because that marks will be counted. So please try to give the unit test. Okay, bye.